Didn't play very well. I think defense held in there a little bit early and gave us a chance a couple of times, but we couldn't do anything on, we couldn't move the football, and, we got it down there one time and had to kick a field goal, and that hurt us. And then, we turned it over another time when we had a chance to make a game out of it. But, yeah, we got beat on both sides of the line of scrimmage. I think we got beat at a lot of different positions. We didn't play the way, anywhere close to the way we needed to play in order to have a chance to beat a good football team. I like this group. We've got a great group of seniors. We've got some outstanding senior leadership. We've got some older guys. I got, about 5 senior offensive linemen that have really worked hard and provide a lot of leadership. We've got a senior quarterback. We've got a couple of older receivers, Blake Gardner, Courtney Whitehead, some Justin Burdett. You've got some, and Justin Dickey at tight ends, a senior. Defensively, Ricky White, DJ Holland, Jonathan Woodard. We've got some older guys, your Dylan Winfrey, Bobby Watkins, some guys that bring some experience to that side of the football. Last year we were a young football team, played a lot of young guys, and then a lot of those seniors that I just mentioned may have been going into their first time as a starter. And but now, after coming off of outstanding junior years individually, they're ready to step up and lead this team to a great year team-wise. Yeah, I think our preparation was really good early. I really liked the way that we got prepared for Samford through the first 4 or 5 days. Now we're getting on into it. We need to make sure that we have a good day today and finish our preparation for Samford. I know we've been beating on each other for quite a while. I think we're ready to go play a football game. I definitely, the closer you get to game time, the more that your intensity level ramps up, your attention to detail ramps up. But I've liked our guys' focus, since camp got over and we started turning our attention to Samford. And, I like the way that the guys are locking in on all, trying to do all the little things just right. Yeah, really, for us, every game we treat like, you're playing you better be at your best in order to win. And that's the way it is week in and week out. Now, Samford, that happens to be true. They're an outstanding football team, very well-coached team with a lot of talent. I mean, they had a guy drafted in the 2nd round last year. This year, their defensive tackle's a Conference Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year returning. So they've got some outstanding players. Our quarterback's a 6'5", 250-pound transfer from Arizona State. So, they've got some talent, and we need to play at our best week 1 in order to be successful. And that's the way that's as it should be. And it really doesn't matter who you're playing. You know that you're playing a team that you better play well if you want to win the football game. And our guys have been hungry, to get the W in week 1. And so they worked extremely hard during the off season and in their preparation for week 1. So it really doesn't matter who we're playing. We need to play the best that we're capable of playing.
You're born amazing, and at Baptist Health, we want to keep you that way. In fact, that's our mission. To not only provide the most skilled doctors and nurses to heal you from sickness or injury, and comprehensive care to support your recovery, but also to be your guide to health. Also, you can keep on inspiring, keep on reaching, and keep on amazing.
All right, welcome back. 7-12, Steve Campbell Show from the Draft in Conway.
I like the way that the schedule sets up. If you're going to have to play the first 3 on the road, it really sets up well. The way that it is, because first game's a Thursday, then you have 9 days to prepare for Oklahoma State, so you can get some bumps and bruises healed up and really do a good job of breaking down your opponent and have good preparation for Oklahoma State. Then we have an open week, then we travel to Northwestern, and that'll give us some time to get some guys healed up, and a few guys that haven't been with us through all of fall camp due to an ankle or knee here and there. Mm-hmm. That'll give them a chance to get healed up for the conference opener at Natchitoches against Northwestern. So I like the way that the schedule sets up. They say you make your most improvement. I'm a big believer in that between game 1 and game 2. We've been banging against ourselves and beating ourselves up for the last couple of weeks during two-a-days and scrimmaging against ourselves. And it's always good to go against somebody else and see exactly where you're, we think we know where our strengths are. We think we know where the things that we need to pay attention to shore up. But once you play another opponent, a lot of things come to light. Hey, we're really good at this. This is something that we can really do, and then maybe not so much this, and then you tweak it as the game goes on. Then you can start building your game plan to your strengths. You go through spring and you feel like these are the things that we're good at, but it's always good to play a different opponent.
All right, here we go. We're going to do our this is a thing we're going to do every week, and again, wasn't my idea, but I'm all on board with it. So we're going to get to know the real Steve Campbell outside of the football Steve Campbell. Because you know what? I always explain to people, I don't know what you're going to be like when you're like 60, because you're sort of you're just an old ball coach to me, and you're a young guy. I mean, but it's going to be interesting to see what you're like when you're an actual old ball coach.
I know it.
It'll be pretty wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to put you on the clock. 2-minute drill. Here we go. Most memorable football experience. That's a hard one.
Most memorable football experience.
Yeah.
I would go, 1987, Troy. Portland State, Brawley was a big one. We beat Portland State for the national championship in D2 last year. Texas Tech, tremendous. That was a big time experience, and we were close to pulling off the big upset. So 2 minutes.
Okay, that's good. We still got a minute and a half left.
Right.
Favorite artist, and I don't know if that's like art or a musician. Will you pick?
Elvis.
Okay,
Elvis.
That's good. How about alive?
All right, Journey, are they still alive?
Sure.
Steve Perry?
Most of them are. I thought you were going to say Elvis again. I thought you were like a conspiracy theorist. NFL team you grew up following?
Dallas Cowboys, Roger Staubach, Leroy Jordan.
There's some Cowboy fans here tonight, apparently.
Yes, Robert Newhouse.
You still follow them?
I like the Cowboys.
And? You're a golf guy. I figured you'd like the Saints a little bit.
John Jenkins, one of my former players, plays for the Saints. I pull for the Saints. I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan now. Desmond Lewis.
Gotta be.
Chris White, one of my guys, played for the Patriots last year and won the Super Bowl. So I still pull for them, the Patriots. So I got a hands. I don't tie to one. I'm like those fair weather fans. I'll wait and see who's doing good.
I don't blame you. Okay.
Always a Cowboy and Dolphins guy, though.
Okay. All right. All your quarterbacks get kidnapped. You want Brady or Manning for one game?
One game?
One game.
Tom Brady.
Okay. What about 2 games? Still Tom Brady?
Roger Staubach. Joe Montana. I'm a Joe Montana guy.
More than Brady?
I tell you what, I'm a Joe Montana. I love Tom Brady. He's a great football player, but Joe Montana, real deal.
What did you do for summer vacation?
We went to Pensacola Beach, and we stayed at the beach for a week.
Okay, last question. What's a typical pregame meal for you? We got these all in 2 minutes. It's amazing.
I can't eat pregame. So
okay.
Right,
now there's some insight.
Yes, I can.
You drink anything? Protein shake or anything?
Yeah, I'll drink a Gatorade and drink some water, but can't eat.
You save it for the meal for after.
Save it for after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you win or you lose, does it change? Or are you going to eat either way? Or
I'm going to eat after. Okay. I can eat after the game.
Even if it doesn't go well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I hadn't eaten all day.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So you don't eat all day.
I can't eat the day of the game.
Boy, you are an excited fella.
Yeah.
I mean, you're ready to roll.
Yeah.
Hurry up! 5 more show! Hey, help! There we go. That's it, Blake. Good coordinating.
Everybody has a role to play. Play your role. Some of you are going to play 100 plays. Some of you are going to play 20 plays. Some of you may not play a snap. But it's my role, if I'm on that sideline, whenever somebody comes off, if that's my role, to get them jacked up, juiced up. Hey, you're going to get them next time. Let's go. Let's go. We're counting on you. Everybody has a role to play. We're not bringing anybody on the trip just to chill. All right? Know your role. Execute your role to the best of your ability. Lay it out there on the line for your teammates. You guys have turned it loose at every point in the deal. Hey! Here we go. Everybody up right here. Here we go. One time all in. Here we go. One time all in.
McElroy takes the snap, drops back into the pocket. He's flushed out and runs left. He's looking. Oh, he's got Nelson across the middle. Nelson gets the block.
we're proud to be the official chicken of sports fans. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Good evening from Birmingham, Alabama, the scenic campus of Samford University, where tonight your UCA Bears will open the 2015 season against the Samford Bulldogs. Steve Sullivan thrilled to be alongside Justin Acree. Monty Rowell will be roaming the sideline of what is a spectacular night in Birmingham. And we are set for one heck of a ball game. On paper, this is a great matchup. Two accomplished coaches in Steve Campbell and Chris Hatcher, two teams that are receiving votes in the top 25, and this has more of the feeling of a playoff qualifier.
All right, Coach, here we go. I mean, it's showtime. I know you guys are ready to get going, and, here you are on a Thursday night. It's going to be fun, and, got a great environment here and a couple of really good teams, and I think this is a great competitive game out of the gate for both sides.
It is. Samford's got a fine football program. They've got a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, very well-coached team. So it'll be a great, opening game for us. We can see exactly where we're at. The guys have been working extremely hard, and we're ready to play.
They've got a lot back as far as key, components, especially on the offensive side. And defensively, I know they've got a lot of talent, some big cornerbacks and safeties as well. Talk to me about some of the specific challenges for you against them.
Big thing is you got to block that big number 98 up front. I mean, he's a very physical guy, was a conference player of the year, preseason conference player of the year, and he's very active, and he can disrupt you in the run game and the pass game. So we need to do a great job of keeping him intact, and our center and guards and tackles, whoever's responsible for him, whatever play it is, we need to do a great job of knowing where he's at and keeping him under control. The two corners, very good football player, but I like our guys on the outside too. I mean, that's Courtney Whitehead and Desmond Smith will be matched up against those guys, and I like our matchup. They're great players, but we feel like we've got some good players too, so we're excited about that. They've got a big physical quarterback that can run and throw, and we need to do a great job of getting a lot of people to the football and getting him on the ground.
Talk that talk. That's right. You gotta believe. If you don't believe, why you out there? Yes, sir. If you don't believe, why don't you lift them weights? Why don't you win the gas? You gotta believe. Everybody hurt. We all tired, man. Believe. You gotta love it, bro.
Here go, everybody up. Let's go. Here we go, man. Hey, got 4 quarters. Hey, lay it on the line for your teammates. The reason you busted your tail is so that you can go out there and play with confidence. Because you have busted your behind. It take me and don't nothing good come easy. Don't nothing good come easy. Go out there and take it. Do not expect them to roll over. Good. That's why you work so hard, because we know they're going to put up a fight. We know they're going to be good. You ain't fought as hard as we have. You ain't paid the price that we have. You ain't fought like we have. Now go out there and show it today. Here we go, grandma, brother. Here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses. We forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, power, and glory forever and ever. Amen. Here we go. Let's go, man.
Hey, baby. Hey, let's go, man. It's on, baby. 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 What you gotta do? It's on, baby. Yeah. It's on, baby. It's on, baby. It's on, baby.
One time finish. Let's go. Let's go,
Gardner, Wilson, and Whitehead on 3rd and 6. Reed to throw. Steps in the pocket. Stands in. Pressure's on. Rolls to his left. Looks. He's going to run. 25. Taylor. 30. Falls out of bounds at the 33-yard line. The fake. Quick throw to Wilson in the backfield at the 30. Cuts upfield 35. Breaks a tackle 40. All the way out to the 41 and close to a first down. And that was all Jatavius Wilson. Bears have a big first down at the 40-yard line. Shotgun formation. Reed to throw. Stands in the pocket. Hurls it over the middle. In traffic. Caught by Whitehead. What a throw. What a catch. It's a first down. In. Thomas gets the call. Right tackle into the secondary. 10, 5, touchdown. UCA. Bear claws up. 6-0 Bears. I promised him the bear claws up.
Hey, I love it. Sliced right through the defense there, right through.
How about the offensive line? He wasn't touched.
No, that was beautiful and a nice job. And they said he's got a little extra burst this year, and you saw it right there for the first score of the 2015 season. That was like he was shot out of a rocket, Sully.
Reed's going to run it again on the quarterback draw. There goes the football. Fumbled the football. The Bears are going to jump on it at the 24-yard line. They're going to pick up the first down. Hayden Hildebrand seeing his first action of the season. Pistol formation. Kelton Warren in the game. Hildebrand's going to throw. Fires over the middle. Catch is made out at the 17-18-yard line by Jatavius Wilson. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Pistol formation. Hildebrand to throw again. Catch is made. First down and more. Desmond Smith powering his way. It took 5 blue jerseys to wrestle him to the turf. You can move those chains. It's a UCA first down, and it's back-to-back completions from Hayden Hildebrand. Yard line. Bears need to get to the 35. Hildebrand, here comes the blitz. Pressure. Delivers a dart to Courtney Whitehead. Breaks the tackle. Has the first down out at the 44. That was a big-time throw. Reed to throw. Taylor looking over the middle. Has a receiver. Caught out the 35, 37. Out at the 39-yard line. It's Brandon Cox, and it's a first down for UCA. First and 10 at the 21-yard line. Reed turns. Gives the Dominique Thomas. Bounces off a hit. Races outside at the 30. Needs a block. Breaks the tackle 35, 40, 45. Up the sideline and knocked out of bounds. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. Tight end right side on 2nd and 11. Bears at the 37. Fakes the handoff. Pumps it over the middle. Catch is made down at the 22-yard line by Jatavius Wilson. He's got about 6 blue jerseys on him. It's going to be a first down at the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Play fake. Reed over the middle. Catch is made down at the 6 by Desmond Smith. It's another first down for UCA. Left footer from Bryant. Kick is away. Plenty of leg, and the kick is good. 3rd down and 8. Eubank to throw. Stands in the pocket. Pressure's coming, and down he goes finally. Sack is made on the inside. Reed out of the shotgun. Taylor looks. Taylor throws underneath at the 15. Breaks the tackle. Whitehead. Stutter step at the 20. Has the first down at the 21. And handoff up the middle. Bears stuffed it up. How about that?
Please keep doing that.
No gain. 3rd down and 4. Reed to throw. Quick toss sideline. Catch is made. Has the first down. Courtney Whitehead. Bears trailing 28-10. Only 12 ticks on the clock. Reed over the middle. Underneath. Caught by Beasley. Trying to get first down yardage. Does at the 33. All right. 50-yard field goal attempt. A 50-yard field goal attempt. And it's the freshman Cummins who's going to attempt it. Ball is down. Kick is away. He's got the leg, and it is good. How about that? The true freshman from Conway. How about a bear claws up for Matt Cummins?
And that's going to be the half.
50 yards. What a boost going to the locker room.
That is. That's a huge benefit for the Bears. And again, 2-score game now, and you get the ball first, second half. Well, that changes the feeling.
True freshman from Conway.
Star in the making.
28-13. Disappointing first half, but what a great way to end it.
Execute. We got to execute. Do the details. Do the little thing of my assignment. Fight that much harder to do the smallest detail of my assignment. God, we're close. Let's finish. Finish. Somebody step up. Need each and every one of you to step up. Let's be somebody special in the second half. Fight, men. Let's go.
Steve, tough old first half. Just hard to buy a break.
It was. We didn't make a whole lot of breaks for ourselves. We had penalties and missed assignments here and there and missed tackles and gave up too many big plays, and then we didn't help our defense out by scoring when we needed to score. We had to kick field goals at that one time down in the red zone, then we were able to get that one before the half, which hopefully cut it to a 2-score deal. So we need, we get the ball to start the second half. We need to put points on the board, and then it'll be a new ball game.
Does losing Hildebrand change your situation with the quarterback?
Yeah, a little bit. We need to make sure that, we take care of Taylor, so we don't want to run him too much.
What's the biggest adjustment you had to make in the second half?
Like better. We made too many mistakes, and so it's hard to fix something when you're making mistakes. It's hard to know if it's the strategy or the tactics. So we need to be better tactically and strategically.
Take the handoff, little screen back to that side to Desmond Smith across the 35-40, breaks the tackle. His best effort of the game. Well-designed play. Eubank's going to throw it again. Good push up the middle. Lobs it over the middle. Has his tight end tipped. And did he pick it off? Yes. Picked off at the 34-yard line by Devin Spurlock.
How about that?
Went off the receiver's hands, and Spurlock went down low and picked it off before it hit the turf.
Yeah,
nice athletic move.
It was a heck of a catch and great concentration.
Nice throw over the middle.
I was going to say, you can't fault Eubank. It was right in the receiver's hands. He hit him in the bad spot.
It was a tight end.
Yep.
3rd and 6. Reed drops. Reed looks. Throws. Has a man open. Great throw. Catch and a first down. Jatavius Wilson out at the 48-yard line. Reed throws it right side. Short. Catch is made. Needs a block. Brandon Cox races up the sideline. And Cox goes in motion. They fake it to Cox. Reed wants to throw deep. He's hurling it deep. Has a receiver out there. It's tight end. Makes the catch at the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 9. They give it to Thomas. Running right across the 5. Big contact. And he worried the ball's loose at the 3. Scramble for the football. I think they came up with it. Beasley's in a tailback. Reed spins away. Wants to throw. Sideline. Catch is made. And spun out of bounds. Here comes the blitz. Reed staying in there. Throws short. Catch is made again by Wilson. Breaks a tackle. 30. Still on his feet. 25. All the way down to the 22. It's a first down. Ball is down. Kick is away. Plenty of leg. And the kick is good. Jatavius straight up the field. 15-20. Middle of the field. 25. Trying to turn it left at the 30. Being strung out. Coming back the other way. Flag is down. He's still on his feet. Unbelievable. 35-40. Up the sideline. 45. Midfield. Turn on the Jets. 35, 30, 25. You kidding me? All the way down to the 20. The flag down on the UCA sideline at the 34.
Okay, well, talk to me. I know you're ready to move forward, so let's talk about Oklahoma State, a team that really struggled, and boy, you got to give them credit. You don't see a lot of teams out of the Big 12 going on the road to play a team like Central Michigan in Week 1, and they had their struggles as well. 24-13, the final, they do get the victory, and again, you never know how much they're showing, but last week it was a big quarterback. This week it's a big running back, and Carson, 6'2", 210. He had 21 carries last night. He grinded through for 89 yards. Talk to me about the specific challenges you see with them, especially on the offensive side.
Yeah, they are they like to run the football. They're a zone, and they'll run, pop a power every now and then, and then try to take their shots deep. But they are they're not an overly complicated offense. I mean, they're not trying to out trick you or anything like that. They're going to hand the football off to that good back and pound it in there and run a little zone read, run a little bit of power, but they're zone. A Husker, a snap or two, a little power read, but they like to eliminate mistakes and get the ball to that back and then throw it deep to some of those receivers. Defensively, they've got, I don't know, you watch going across the bottom of the screen, Mike Mayock or Merrill Kiper. They got a guy that, I think's rated 8th on their draft board or whatever. They've got him playing defensive end, and they've got another very good defensive end at number 92 is really good to me. And then they're big on the inside. Their middle linebacker, number 52, is a heck of a football player. So they're very talented, as you would expect coming out of the Big 12. They're a very talented football team.
Yeah, Ogba is the defensive end. A 2015 preseason All-America pick. He also was Defensive Lineman of the Year last year in the Big 12. And then the linebacker Ryan Simmons you mentioned, as well as a cornerback Kevin Peterson, first-team All-Big 12 selections. So they've got some talent on that side. Their leading receiver last week, Coach, a little guy, 5'8", 185. David Glidden led him with 5 catches last week. Had around 80 yards, maybe a little less than that. But yeah, they've got some talented guys. Big guys on the outside, and then I guess he's a slot.
Yeah, they're to me, one of their best receivers is the little guy. He's kind of a Wes Welker, Edelman. He is quick as a cat, and very quick, elusive, great hands, good speed. That's their kind of go-to guy.
Yeah. Well, and they also do it a lot like what Central Arkansas does as far as spreading it out. 22 receptions last week, 11 different guys caught balls. Wow. He had 5, like we mentioned, but again, that puts some pressure on you guys. Never know where it's headed.
It does. They play a lot of people. They've got a lot of depth, and they do a good job of spreading the football around. them.
Well, and they got the balance last week again that I know you'd like to see more, and I'm sure we will as the year goes on. But 32 passes, 35 runs, and 419 yards of offense. I'm sure that at the end of the day they were fairly pleased with that.
Yeah. They went on the road and were able to pull out a victory. And it was close there for quite a while before they actually put Central Michigan away. So I know they're pleased to get the W, and they present a big challenge for us. They're an outstanding football team, but with the great challenge comes a great opportunity. So we're excited about the chance to play these guys.
19 straight home openers won for Oklahoma State. Mike Gundy's 8-0 all-time versus the FCS. This is 11th year now at Oklahoma State. He's one of the more tenured guys in the nation. I think Beamer's leading the way. He's almost 40 years over Vautech. It's crazy, by the way. They're down 14-0 for those of you who are curious about the game going on tonight. Ohio State, rather, is leading the way there tonight, 14-0 in the early going. But again, we were talking about it earlier. This is a team that does not cower in these big environments against FBS programs. We saw it last year. And after the Texas Tech game, we weren't sitting around going, man, it was a great effort, and boy, glad to play well. It was disappointed didn't get the win.
Right.
I know your guys will not be intimidated going into Stillwater this week.
I don't think we'll be. That's not our way, is to be intimidated. We'll play anybody anywhere. Now we give them all the respect in the world. They're a great football team, great program, and all that. But they put their pants on the same way that we do. So we're excited about the opportunity to go play them. Our guys are. I think we're really looking forward to just getting back out on the field and let's play football again. Let's play football. Let's play our brand of football.